Okay, hi Dennis.
Hi there.
We're just going to let Dennis talk us through some of the track systems available.
We'll start this in with the Scalextric Sport Track. This is a development of the very original Scalextric Classic, but still maintains some of the characteristics of that track. Quite flexible, no slot liner. In other words, the rails are the edges of the slot, which has some advantages, some disadvantages. 3 inches of lane centers, which means that running 124 scale cars is a bit problematic. There's not a lot of width on it. But because there's not a lot of width on it, you can get a bigger layout in a smaller space. And that is sometimes very important to a lot of people.
Yeah, definitely. I guess you could run the 124 mini cars on there, perhaps, maybe like the Simca and
the little BRM mini cars, the Group 2 cars. But they probably run there quite fine. All right, then the one that we've just built the new track of, which is the Polycar track. This is one of the newest versions of track that's available. Very, very nicely designed.
Very grippy looking.
With a nice track liner, slot liner. Very grippy, not as aggressive as the Ninco track, of which we don't have any, I'm afraid. A little more aggressive than the Carrera track. Stainless steel rails, which is always a good thing, and a lot of 90 millimeters between centers, so the 124 scale cars, easier, maybe not perfect, but easier.
It looks good. This is the first time I've seen it in the flesh, actually.
Very nice. They have a very nice system of borders and a very nice system of interlocks that can lock the pieces together this way. They can lock the pieces together this way and in the turns.
They look quite robust, actually.
They're very robust. They're quite nice and flat. So the surfaces are good. This is the Carrera one that we all know and love in a lot of cases.
Yes.
It's where I started when I came back to slot car racing with Carrera. Stainless steel rails again, 100 millimeters between centers, so 124, so a lot easier on you. They do have borders, but most of them have like red and white striped paint and things.
Gotta get rid of
some people like it, some people don't.
I think I'm going to try and weather that a little bit.
So that's the Carrera track that we all know, and then this one is the latest one from Scaleauto. This is a brand new set. It has the same, as I recall, the same 90. No, it's a little wider.
How does that square up to the Carrera?
It's basically the same as Carrera. And there are already adapters being made available
that's handy.
From Scaleauto to Carrera. A couple of other things. The straights are longer.
Yeah, I noticed that actually.
The rails and the connectors on the ends of the rails have been redesigned a little bit over the Scaleauto one, over the Carrera one, so they're a little more reliable. But in general, it looks like it's going to be a very nice system. Stiff, flat, and traction-wise, probably about the same as the new Polycar.
Actually, there is quite a
there's quite a bit of
grip on
quite
there.
A bit of grip, a little bit more than you're going to get on on Carrera. But it looks like a good system. I think there may well be a video on Electric Dream's site when the two brothers who own Scaleauto were here. They did a presentation for us of all of the track system and how everything fits together. And so on.
Well, the color-wise, it is a little different. It's kind of on that grey side, but it does have that green tint, doesn't it? I wonder what it'd be interesting to see it weathered a little bit. I'm currently debating at the moment whether to paint our Carrera track it's
often a good idea to do it. I've run on a lot of Carrera tracks that have been painted, and if you get the right paint, it works very well. There is a paint that's made by Rust-Oleum.
Okay.
I think it's Rust-Oleum nowadays. It used to be a company called XIM.
Right.
And the paint's called UMA.
Okay.
Urethane Modified Acrylic.
Right.
It is made as a primer for difficult to paint surfaces, so it adheres to the plastic.
Right.
The Carrera tracks very well. The only problem with it, two things. Number one, you can only get it in white, so you have to tint it to get a grey.
Okay.
Number two, it's expensive.
Yeah.
Right. It's not your regular cheap latex paint from the hardware store.
Sure.
It's expensive. It's like $40 a gallon.
Yeah.
I mean, a gallon will take you a long way.
Yeah.
Right. However, if you do run, or if you do want to paint with a regular latex paint, get the cheapest contractor grade paint you possibly can.
Right.
Because the cheapest paints have the most latex in them.
Yeah, okay.
That gives you the best grip.
Fair enough.
Right. The more expensive latex paints have other things in them for effect and color, and that just destroys the grip.
Yeah,
So
that's interesting.
That's a good tip to know.
Yeah, and what sort of, I mean, if, say, for example, if I decide to paint our layout, which will be cumbersome to do, but can I expect, do I have to redo that at some point, or should that really just last for...
If you do it well, and if the track was clean and the paint adheres well, you will have no problem over a number of years.
Right.
What generally happens, and particularly on the Scalextric track, what generally happens is it starts to peel somewhere.
Yeah.
And that's just because the adhesion isn't very good. So make sure the track's clean.
Would you recommend a roller or a brush for that
I would
job?
recommend
Or even
some, you know, mask off the
rails.
Mask them off. Use a 6-inch wide little foam roller.
Yeah.
And give it a coat with a foam roller. Then you get a very fine surface.
Yeah.
And that works.
I might try. You know, we started off with a Born to Perform set, which was the bigger Carrera one, and I realized the other day that I don't think we're using even one piece from that. So I might just do because we've a load of spare stuff, maybe do a couple of trial pieces and see how they go.
Make yourself a little test track or a little circle of some sort.
Build another layout, maybe.
Whatever. I mean, for example, you could possibly build a layout where you have one lane that's painted, one lane that's not painted, and you run the car and test it.
Be interesting, wouldn't it? Put down some times to see how much of a difference it makes.
Something like that.
Yeah, well, that's awesome. Thanks very much again, Dennis. That's really informative, I think, and it's really, really nice to see those tracks side by side. And I've not seen either the Scaleauto or the Polycar track. We do have this Polycar layout beside us, of course, which is a work in progress, am I right in saying? When will this be running?
Well, we've still got a little bit of work to do because you can see that there are still gaps here and there. And so we're in the stages now of finishing it up. I would think within 2 weeks or so we will be up and running. I know Marco said yesterday that there is a far out club race coming on this track.
Okay,
so
it's interesting.
Like a fortnight from now.
It's a good size layout. What's the lane length in it?
We haven't measured it yet, but I would think it's in the 70 feet or so.
Okay.
60 something.
Yeah, I'd be really
quite
curious.
As big as the big track, but
maybe the next time I come, it'll be up and running. I'll get a few laps on it.
Yeah, for sure.
Awesome. Well, thanks very much again, Dennis.
Welcome.